This is Self-Starter 29.1. This is for practice. So make sure you made a copy of it. Put your name in the title. And let's go. Section 1. For each of the following, choose the sentence with the correct punctuation. So punctuation is going to be the punctuation at the end. Number 1, I'm going to read every option. That's probably the hardest thing to remember to do, is that you've got to read each one. Number A, Denise prefers to eat chicken or fish, semicolon. I'm a vegetarian. B, Denise prefers to eat chicken or fish, colon. I'm a vegetarian. Denise prefers to eat chicken or fish, comma. I'm a vegetarian. Oh, okay, well, when is it okay to ever use a comma to connect a complete sentence and complete sentence? Never. So that's called a positive. No, it's called a comma splice. It's a run-on sentence. So yuck, don't do that one. Okay, let's go back to A. Denise prefers to eat chicken or fish, semicolon. I'm a vegetarian. Is that okay to hook two complete sentences together with a semicolon? Yeah, as long as they're both talking about kind of the same thing. Let's look at the colon. Denise prefers to eat chicken or fish, colon. I'm vegetarian. Well, usually you do colon and then a list. Usually. That's not a list. So the answer is A. So I think you can like highlight it if you want. Highlight the correct one. Okay, let's go to 2. This yellow circle on the screen might bother you, so sometimes I might pull it off to the side. A, the centerpieces had her favorite flowers, period. Roses, carnations, and daisies. You can't have that. That's like a sentence fragment. 2, the centerpieces had her favorite flowers, semicolon. Roses, carnations, and daisies. No, semicolon. Because roses, carnations, and daisies doesn't have a verb. It's not a sentence. C, the centerpieces had her favorite flowers, colon. Oh, is there a list? Roses, carnations, and daisies. Oh yeah, C is the answer for that one. Oh wait, we got to keep reading. What did it say for D? A, B, and C are all correct. No. Okay, go to 3. A, they were missing a few things on their camping trip specifically. They forgot sunscreen, towels, and firewood. That's just awkward weird. B, they were missing a few things on their camping trip. Specifically, they forgot sunscreen, towels, and firewood. C, they are missing a few things on their camping trip. Specifically, they forgot sunscreen, towels, and firewood. Now, wait. This colon, if we were going to have a colon, and then there's the list of words, but you can't have the they forgot subject verb. So you just have colon, sunscreen, towels, and firewood. So that's not right, because you can't have like the subject verb. Okay, let's look at A and B. They were missing a few things on the camping trip specifically. Do you end a sentence with the word specifically? That's weird. They're missing a few things on their camping trip. Specifically, they forgot. Okay, it's this one. The semicolon is okay because you're connecting this complete sentence with this one. It's okay to start the sentence with specifically. Don't end it like in A. That was weird. Okay, B is the answer. 4, circle the gerund in the sentence. Circle the participle in the sentence. Circle the infinitive. Oh, do you remember what these are? Okay, so what we do is we read the sentence and we find the verbs. And the word that looks like it should be a verb, but it's not acting as the main verb, is either going to be the gerund, the participle, or infinitive. Okay, number 4. My favorite activity is definitely playing softball. Okay, find the verbs. My favorite activity is, what's the other verb? Playing. So if is the main verb, playing softball. Playing ends in ing, so that's the gerund. Are you remembering these? 5, circle the participle in the sentence. I picked up the mewing cat. Oh, okay, find the verbs. Picked up, and meowing is a verb. Meowing describes the cat, so it's a participle. It's a describing word. So the gerund ends in ing. The participle usually ends in ed, but not always. And it's describing. Number 6, circle the infinitive in the sentence. I decided to leave early so I wouldn't arrive late. Okay, find the verbs. Decided, leave, wouldn't arrive. Okay, you got 3 of them. Which one's the main verb? I decided. Oh, infinitive. Find the verb and it has the word to in front of it. To leave. To infinitive, right? Okay. Oh, sorry, I did that a different color. Doesn't matter. 7, give the part of speech for the word in italics. To sleep was the only thing Raoul wanted after his long day. Okay, now here's what's tricky. Because you're going to look at to sleep and you're going to want to write infinitive because we just did that. But it's not asking for that verbal. It wants to know what the part of speech is. Part of speech is noun, verb, adjective, preposition. To sleep was the only thing Raoul wanted. That's a noun. That's the subject. 8, give the part of speech for the word in italics. The eggs, sprinkled with chives, were very popular at the fundraising breakfast. What part of speech is sprinkled? Well, sprinkles describes the eggs. What's a describing word? An adjective. Number 9, give the part of speech for the word in italics. Yasu decided to walk to school on Wednesday. So automatically, are you looking at to walk and thinking, that's an infinitive? Well, it is, but they want to know what the part of speech is. It is a noun. Have you ever heard of, I'm going to go for a walk? I'm going to go would be the verb, but walk is like the noun. So it could be used as a noun. Let's try 10. Give the part of speech for the word in italics. Where did the sentence go? There it is. My family has always enjoyed entertaining. Entertaining looks like it's a gerund. How is this gerund being used? My family has always enjoyed entertaining. It's also a noun. Have you ever heard like entertaining as like a party? Party's a noun. Entertaining's a noun. Okay, try 11. Give the part speech for the word in italics. Rhett becomes embarrassed when people compliment his skill. Embarrassed describes Rhett. Which one is the describing word? Adjective. Okay, let's go to prefixes. The prefix inter or intra means between or toward. The word you have to put in the sentence is intercontinental. And here's an image of intercontinental. It means it's going from continent to continent. Guess what's intercontinental right now? Coronavirus. You could put that in your sentence if you wanted. Don't forget a capital letter, period at the end. Type a sentence with the word intercontinental. You could have intercontinental virus, intercontinental flights, because this was actually, I typed in, different flights where the airplanes could go. Okay, type that one. Next prefix is mal, which means bad. The word you have to put in the sentence is malware. Malware is like a virus or stuff that people put on a computer to make your computer run slower. It's malicious. It's just dumb. We probably have malware on our computers all the time and don't even know it. It makes them run slower too. So you could say the malware on my computer made it run slower. My computer had a virus called malware, something like that. Okay, next the prefix is mid, which means middle. The word you have to put in the sentence is midlife. So, midlife, let's say that if you live to be 100 years old, what's the middle of 100 years old? 50, right? So here's a picture of some guys in their midlife, about 50 years old. I am not at my midlife yet. And they keep talking about midlife crisis for some reason. When people kind of reach a certain age, You do some weird stuff like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm old and I'm trying not to be old. So you could say, my dad bought a sports car during his midlife or something. Okay, next. Write 2 correct ways to cite this evidence. So this is if we're writing a paragraph or an essay and we need to cite the evidence, of course, there are 2 ways to do it. This one starting with according to the article. This right here, of course, is going to be the quote that you would want to type. Let's just do the basic 6 steps for citing evidence. According to the article, and then you put the title of the article in quotation marks. Do you want to type it out if you like to type, or should I be lazy and just copy and paste it? I'm going to be lazy. Don't forget, though, you've got to have quotation marks around the article. Next, you have to have your verb. It states. According to the article, costs and benefits of the Olympic, it states. Next, we cite the evidence with quotation marks. You can type it all out if you want, because I think typing is fun. But to save time on the link to this video, I'm just going to copy and paste it. Okay, so there's your citing evidence. Now, where does that period go? Does the period really go there? No. You put the author's last name. Oh no, who's the author of this one? Tengen Pettinger, I think. And the period goes at the end right there. Okay? Do we have our 6 parts according to the article? Title of the article in quotes. Verb. It states. Then we have the actual quote. Oh, guess what I forgot right there? I forgot the other quotation mark to close it. Author's last name in parentheses, period. Okay. 2 correct ways to cite evidence. Here's a new way for you. Let's do it the other way around. Instead of according to the article, let's do according. Oh, sorry. Let me add a space here so that's not so goofy while you're trying to watch. So instead of according to the article, let's do according to the author. Oh, I know why it's jumping so weird is because the lines. So I'm going to delete those lines right there. According to the author, Pettinger, he states, and then what was the quote? The Olympics is partly financed by a large company, blah, 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 blah. So Pettinger said that in the article. Do we really have the period right there? No. We close the quote. Then what we put is the most important first word of the title of the article. Where was that? Costs and benefits. A few years ago, you'd have to have put costs and benefits. Now all you have to do is put the word costs. That's so simple. Then period goes at the end.